I'm going to share with you guys what I was doing today, if you don't mind for a moment. It's one of the things that when you have a chance to talk to family, I spend a lot of time alone, so I pray. And I know that if you guys ever dealt with somebody harassing somebody for this long of a period of time, and this time it was a food issue, it's at dinner table, it's been going on for a while, and harassment, whether it's food, whether it's a restaurant, whether it's somebody you work with, I have to tell you guys, I won my harassment case years ago, and these ongoing harassment, it's ongoing now. So the people that are responsible, what I'm going to share with you guys is today it was the food. It's been several issues on YouTube, on Facebook, regarding several topics that maybe we haven't even covered. I know for a fact if somebody's behaving a certain way or acting, we can't always prove the abuse and sexual abuse, but we can prove harassment. And how I know that is from the receipts. So I'm going to share with you here in a moment what we're doing to go to court and settle this matter. So I'm going to share with you what's going on with the notes. First of all, we had to sign up. We had to relocate due to the harassment. So it's going on since this period, yeah. And now what we have, we've had to go to several hotels since our originally we had to move. We had to relocate several different times. We got community meals. I'm going to tell you, this is going on for years, but now it's just got to the point, it's so gross and sick, we got to go to court. Yeah, we're going to court. Child care changes, Social Security letters, and unemployment. I had to move, I had to take jobs, I had to leave several times. I won my harassment case several times in the past, but I did not think it'd rise to this occasion. Family planning, we had family issues, we had to travel. There was some receipts, which I really am going to acknowledge what's going on here. Yeah, and there was other issues that occurred during this time, and it's been a timeline. We had to fill out paperwork. I lost my license. Things were stolen out of my car. Property damage. I have several personal injury cases right now involving this ongoing harassment. I'll tell you, I take notes regularly. I have a checklist of things that happen. We lost our property, shoes, belongings, bedding. Here is my original driver's license. My car actually had to be impounded because I couldn't even change oil. My PA plate is PA plate KPV 4989, and I had help from somebody. It was an assault during the woods, and this actually left me in a situation where I had a stolen cell phone. I also had to, I had to use whatever resources was available. In my budget, what I have is I had less than $200. I had to go to Burlington. We got a table. I've actually tried to get help several times to get the heat turned on. Other problems that associate borax. We had skin rashes, injuries. A lot of the girls that were in the same situation at the same time. We had dental work done. We went to Harvest Baptist Church to get food at the food bank. Also, I was in the middle of going into Veterans Transitional Housing at the time, just after surgery. And I can show you dates and times of the surgeries. Also, several times we were in the middle of a paralysis injury, car accident injury as a result. I have also UPMC Cranberry, how many times I had to go to the hospital over this. I had also abdominal pain. We were looking for property during a VA loan because I actually am a veteran. In the course of this, I had to take time off from work. And everyone else that was assaulting me the whole time in the course of this, I didn't even have a place to live. I had no money. I was in freezing temperatures during this time. I finally signed a lease. I didn't have any access to I usually have extra money to get vitamins. I haven't had any extra money to do this. Also, my vehicle, and also include that I did not have any of my veteran paperwork because a lot of times my address had to change due to relocating because of domestic violence and sexual assaults. Also, I have not had a normal schedule. I had to get donations. I had to get whatever resources I could at the time, and including that I was on CQ duty several times while I was trying to assist and help. Also, I have I can show also receipts of things I had to purchase because I didn't have the money anymore. I had to get a dry erase marker for work. I have medical bills. I also missed, and here's the biggie, I missed court dates over it. I called the representative's office several times. It wasn't the first time I talked to representatives before. I spoke to several representatives about the court dates, and including, yeah, they're going to let her talk, yeah. And I would include also that this was a community shelter. We came up here in January. We had come back and forth to PA. And I actually had surrendered my North Carolina license because I did not know that this was going on during the time. And also, I would include that there was other things. I also had to get a Greyhound ticket. I spent several almost $200,000 in moving expenses to help my nephew, who's now, right now, needs medical care, emergency medical care because of a car accident. And right now, and including other members of my family who have paid out in receipts. I have the receipts here. These receipts also state that, yeah, in fact, we had to pay for this. We also paid, yeah, we paid for it. And including, yeah, this is including the AAA membership. I have to, also the car broke down several times. I was in the middle of a gridlock in Millville. And I'll show you the receipts because this is what Michael covered, expenses. Yeah. I would also include that this other things that happened here. This is what we were dealing with the advocates. And usually when I'm at work and I can get online with Butler Radio, I would have been able to do that, but we're too busy trying to recover from this assault and the sexual abuse that's going on. And also state that community shelters, we were at the community shelter on 12/19/18 when some of this was actually occurring at the first time. And there was actually a sexual assault that occurred over this whole period of time. And I was also on the highway. I also have the West Virginia tag because I need the West Virginia paperwork to show that there's ongoing sexual assaults that have been going on associated with child sexual abuse. Thank you for listening.